Today we will be comparing two versions of Cinderella, the Chinese version with the sassy brat and the Disney version with the naive young girl. In the Disney version, Cinderella is portrayed as a pushover who gets abused by her stepmothers and sisters, while in the Chinese version, Beauty is a straight up biatch who won't deal with her stepmother and sister's crap. In Perrault's version of Cinderella, we see how she is mistreated by both her stepmother and stepsisters. However, when a prince throws a ball, she is helped by her fairy godmother that transforms her into a beautiful princess. The prince has fallen in love with her, but doesn't know who she is and is simply left with the glass slipper that she left behind. Ultimately, Cinderella tries it on and it fits, leading to her marriage with the prince and living happily ever after. In Beauty and Pockface, we see how there is an ugly stepsister, Pockface, and there is a beautiful sister, Beauty. Pockface has always been jealous of Beauty. One night, Pockface and her mother went to a play and didn't allow for Beauty to go. However, she was helped by her mother, who was in the form of a cow and later became bones in a yellow jar that transformed her rags into beautiful clothes. As she was running away from the play, she dropped one of her shoes in a ditch. A fishmonger, a merchant, and an oil salesman passed by and tried to help her. However, she didn't want them because one was too smelly, the other was too dusty, and lastly, the other one was too greasy. Until a scholar walks by and helps her, and she agrees to marry him. When Pockface finds out about this, she throws Beauty into a well and claims to be Beauty, saying that her face is messed up because of smallpox, stealing her sister's husband and claiming to be her, and when she returns, Pockface transforms her into a sparrow. Yeah, a freaking bird. After the ins and outs between the relationship of Beauty and Pockface, Pockface kills the sparrow and is later buried by her sister. Shocked? I mean, what kind of sister throws her stepsister into a well, kills her when she's a sparrow, and even has the audacity to take her husband from her? Like, can't you find your own? I mean, we all know Pockface is ugly, but she should find her own man. After her sparrow bird body is buried, the remains sprouted out bamboo shoots where her ugly sister chopped it all off and turned into a bed. The bed gets thrown out and an old lady is more than happy to take it home. Coming home, the old lady always found dinner ready for her. So wait, this lady gets a free mattress and dinner? Doesn't that just sound like the life? Anyways, the old lady gives Beauty, who is currently a mattress, some cookware, and Beauty somehow transforms back to herself. Wow, from a human woman to a sparrow to a mattress and now back to a human? Doesn't that just scream reincarnation? So Beauty finds her way back home where Pockface is shocked that she returned. Pockface proposes different tasks to prove who the real Slim Shady is. Well, I mean, who the real wife is, since the hideous Pockface tried to pretend to be Beauty. These series of trials consisted of walking on eggs, climbing a stair of knives, and jumping straight into boiling oil. At the end of these trials, Beauty walked out victorious, and for Pockface, well, let's just say she made it out of the boiling oil as a fried fish. Beauty sends Pockface's remains back to her stepmother. Realizing that this fried fish was actually her daughter, she drops down dead and Beauty lives happily ever after with her scholar husband. Now back to cultural references in the Chinese version. In Beauty and Pockface, when Beauty's mother died, she came back in the form of a cow. This is a very important part of the Buddhist religion of the Chinese, where they believe in reincarnation. In the Chinese Cinderella, the mother emerged as a yellow cow. In Chinese culture, the color yellow is considered the most beautiful and prestigious color. The cow symbolizes fertility, nurturing, and power of centuries. When Beauty turned into a sparrow, it actually meant that she was one of the most hunted animals in China. There was a Kill a Sparrow campaign in China, which was the first action of the Great Leap Forward in China from 1958 to 1962. This was initiated in 1958 as a hygiene campaign by Mao Zedong. In addition, the portrayal of the scholar rather than a handsome prince emphasizes how the Chinese believed in brains over beauty. Intelligence was more attractive than the outer appearance. Well, you see here, cultures do have an influence on tales. Whether the tale comes from France or China, they all have their own cultural influences that makes the tale their own.